I don't think there's a one cap fits all, but I have a recommendation. Yeah, I do have a recommendation. I think that before you get into a relationship,
Okay.
you should at least have a perception of where it's going to end. So don't start from the beginning, go to the end, and then play it back. So the difference between dating and friendship is in dating, you guys are going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So the conversation of let us use dating to get to know each other does not make sense because you can use friendship
To get to know each other.
So dating is we've been friends for a while, think like you like me, feel like that's where God is leading me towards you, and I think we can end up together. And I want us to, begin to cut to learn each other more because I feel like I want to marry you.
Okay, so it's important to date people then.
When you want to marry them. No, I'm serious.
So it should not be for fun and dating should be strictly for marriage reasons. Like you are a girl being in a relationship with a boy, it should just be yes because we want to get married. It shouldn't be because of any other thing.
Yeah. I mean, why are you in a relationship if you're not planning to get married? So what will you achieve in the relationship, or what are the benefits of the relationship, or what's the main reason of the relationship when you're not planning to get married?
Okay.
Because when there's no destination, no matter how fast you go, you won't get anywhere. So there needs to be a destination, and then we're going towards there. That's where we want to end.
Okay, so how long should you date? Like how long should dating be for?
I think it depends on foresight and having an understanding on where you're getting or going to.
Okay.
In my own opinion, you can be friends first. You don't need to get into relationships. And then when you feel like, okay, I'm ready, I want to get married in certain time, maybe a year, 2 years time. I would have said a year, but I'm being a bit lenient to 2 years time. And then you can get into dating. I feel like for Christians, dating should be more of courting.
What's the difference between dating and courting?
Courting is you're preparing for marriage.
Yeah.
You're trying to get to know each other for marriage. So what people do in dating can be done in friendship.
Okay.
Provided there's no sexual. Because a lot of times why people get into relationships so that you can hold each other's hand.
The privilege of sexuality.
And we are Christians, we have no business with premarital sex. So then why get into dating? You can be friends. Like everything that people do in dating, you can do it as friends. You can go and watch a movie together. You can have conversations together. Then when you are certain, both parties at least have an understanding that, we want to take this thing further, we want to try and get married, then you can go into dating. And then dating will not be too long because it's a lack of a clear understanding of where they are going to.
So that makes it really long.
So prior to that, they were friends. It's not just like you, let's just date. Because the dating is, people use dating as a form of security. So you're my person till you're no longer my person.
Yes, accountability kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the things you see in a person?
In a person.
For like, what are the attributes? What are the first things that attract you to a girl? That things you should look for.
Okay, what I think you should look for? The inner, the scripture said whether the inner, when scripture.
So when you see the person, do you just see the inner straight up? What are the things that will make you want to advance to see the inner?
There's attraction. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of fine people around every single day.
Yeah.
You can't they are going to date everybody now. You can't now. You can't because somebody is fine or because let's even use food. You go to the supermarket or the shopping mall or whatever. You see a lot of things. They're all nice. Do you just get every single thing? No. Because it's nice does not mean that it's for you. So you need to have like what you're looking at or what you're looking for in the person. And when I was younger, it was more of physical appearances. But you get a bit older and you begin to experience life and you start to think far. And then you realize that you see this physical appearance thing. Sincerely, it might take long, but it fades.
Yeah.
in your 50s, 60s, 70s, you guys are probably not going to look like the way you look. So if there's not something more, then this you're already making
a very big mistake.
Yeah. So young men will say, I need to find to be fair. No, it fades. It needs to be very caramel black. It fades. Some people is yash and breast.
It fades.
No, it fades.
So what do you think about cohabiting during dating? Cohabiting.
No one's supposed to be dating, you're not cohabiting. It's a ground for sinning now. You start to cohabit. What will happen is you first start to once you cohabit, you start to have sex. And when you start to have sex, you probably start to use pills. When you're using pills, do not feel. So first of all, you have a lot of I know they have hormonal imbalances because of the pills.
But the people that use pills even without like people use pills normally.
And pills are not very good normally now.
Yeah.
Then next, I think when the pill fails, she will not get pregnant. Then you will abort. So from cohabiting, you've killed a child. Actions have consequences. I don't see any reason. If maybe you don't want to have house, maybe in the UK they chase you out, your contract finish, and they chase you out. You don't just want me, friend. Buy pumped foam. That foam pump. You stay in his house first before you figure it out. Because once you and someone starts to cohabit, you know the way sex is now. If you are stressed, you want to have sex. If you breathe, you want to have sex. If you're happy, you want to have sex. So once you start it, you are in problem, and before you know, you've killed one child, killed two child. Then the most painful thing that will not happen is that
you break up.
You break up. So if you're a good person, you feel like you need to end up with the person because you're having sex. Terrible decision. She will also feel like you guys you feel bad if you break up. So you don't want to break up. So you probably get married because you start having sex or you are cohabiting. Terrible decision. So one small wrong decision leads to, and a bad marriage is a bad future. If you get into a bad marriage, just forget potential. You will not be happy in life. Or you will divorce. And from statistics, it's easier to get a second divorce after a first divorce. So it's just, these are things that if you can prevent, you should just
be preventing them.
Sincerely. And then the things you look for in a lady as a young man is, he needs to be God-fearing.
Yeah.
That's the most important one. She needs to have a relationship with Jesus. You know, there's a tendency for you to say, okay, one person, when we're younger, say, see, our mother is praying for us, so we don't need to pray again. You know, those weird things. But so sometimes is the man wants a woman that's prayerful so that she doesn't need to pray. And then there's another one where the woman wants a man that is prayerful so that she doesn't need to pray. To me, both of them are not necessary. Everybody needs to grow up and come into a relationship with God. I can't.
So what if you are more spiritually inclined or dedicated than your partner? What happens?
In my own opinion, I feel like before you get married, it's a conversation you need to have.
Okay.
It's a conversation. This is where I am spiritually. You know, you love the Lord. I know you love the Lord, but I need to see that you're intentional about getting to know the Lord more. Because even me, I've not apprehended, but I'm trying. Everybody's trying every day, so there needs to be some intentionality. You can see it, but if you can't see it, you need to not have the conversation about it. The person needs to be interested in seeking out the things of God. The person is interested in doing the things of God, so that the day you need to do something for God, it's not be difficult for you. So you can actually build children after the princess and principles of the kingdom of God. So those are just conversations you need to have with your future partner.
So one more thing after being God-fearing. One more thing.
Men will say, give you rest and peace. That's what all men say. I want someone that gives me peace. I want someone that gives no, I will not like it's stop there. It's stop there, because if you observe men are thinkers. You know, sometimes if something happens, they don't want to have a bad day or a tough day in work and come and
back home. Yeah, exactly.
They don't quarrel with you. Yeah, sometimes it seems like they are not sensitive because they don't have that energy or emotional capacity for plenty arguments.
Yeah, exactly.
The moment you're home, it's not a home. I'm not saying you should not confront, but you confront based on trying to solve the situation, not because of just want to confront. The moment your home becomes toxic for your husband to stay in, your husband will not be coming home. He might not be a bad person, but he will either be trying to come late or be trying to look for a way not to come early, or just something that will make him not get home. And from there, somebody will now say, "Ah, let's just go and drink here. Let's just go and sit down here. Let's just."
Yeah.
Then he will now meet one woman that is giving him peace, but the peace is temporary, so he will not know. Then he will not fall. So I'm not saying that when men fall, men are good, but I'm just saying that, you know, peace, a peaceful home is something that men look for. And as a young man, don't bring quarrel into your
Into
home
your
and
home.
then saying you're looking for a peaceful home. It doesn't make any sense. So I think the second thing that men look for is God fearing, peaceful, and maybe just
So that's the same thing
family
you're looking for
oriented.
too.
I think that's
Yes or no, Mr.
I
Kevin?
think that's among top five, but like I would still have to think about some other things.